on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Quick, yellow. Check white. Set.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jaguars. Possession of the football.
Ready, break. tackle. Hey, no steal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right, 97.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
6, 11. Black shot. Hey, 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
On first down, Dillard, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out some. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Kill makers, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Shot, 17. Hey, check Mega. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14. Chargers 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
52.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got this to Pickens. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Up the middle they go. Dillard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
Let's go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21. Chargers 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Ultra. Go ultra. Striker. Check striker.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Back to throw.
Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10 cycles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Alec Pierce.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
86 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down with Akers. To the 43, second down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Tua now on first down.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go.
First down. First and 10 on the 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
161 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Cam Akers
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Chargers 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
38.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch out, man. 52.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
York able to send this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Tua. That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 40.
On 2nd and 12.
Tua.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Got a man, Slayton.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Come on, set. Strike.
Tua to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Yellow.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
No, 52.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to run now. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.